think this may have been an outstation. I'm not too sure. I don't think the homestead, might have been the homestead on the left and the shearers' quarters on the right. Homestead. And the shearers' quarters on the right. And this is the meat house there. Looks like they've had a couple of goes at solar here and then given up. A big swimming hole there. But if it was a dam or, no, I'd say main roads are dug ore out of here for the roads. What's happening here? Tin with no lid. There you go, I don't know what that is. Everyone must have a mouth organ out here. That's one of the leaves out of it. Little bottle. Where have we got here? This bottle is the property of Francis, starts with an L. Don't really make that out. Francis Longmore and Co. Melbourne. Net contents 13 ounces. There you go. We're leaving Coorawalthy Well, heading back to the Carnarvon-Mullawa Road, and then going to head up to the Berringara-Byro Road and head east. Yeah, water must have howled through here, made a bit of a mess of the road. No name to this little creek. There's still a bit of water in it. Always something out here that wants to be a star. Thanks, fly. Nice view atop this hill. More breakaway country. That's the way I'm heading north. Not far to go to the turn off. Spectacular. That's Mount Rebecca out there, 409 metres above sea level. I had to slow this little bit down as the lizard runs out from behind the rock. Otherwise you wouldn't have seen it. I'm heading towards Berringara. think that says Stevens. I wonder what was in that bottle. Like somebody's had a camp here some time ago. What's that thing there? Little piece of mouth organ, harmonica. An old shearer's cutter off his handpiece. That's where the wick goes in the old tilly lamp. There's a handle in there, whatever it was. Maybe a pitchfork. Looks like he lost all these cutters. A few of them around here. Well, he was probably a shearer and he used to smoke. He also drank beer. Another bit of that toothpaste container. I've got a bottle over here. I think one of these had that sort of spread in them. Like a minced meat or something. Yeah, pecks. There you go. There's the bully beef tin. So there you go. Must have been a shearer who drank beer and smoked, ate bully beef with a bit of Beck spread on it. Amazing what you can learn about a person by looking around the place. I forgot to mention he cleans his teeth, or he used to clean his teeth. The old Roo come up here and looking for a bit of shelter, and that's where he ended. I'm standing atop one of these bits of breakaway. See a creek down there that runs into the Murchison River. Hills everywhere on the horizon. That creek line out there, that's Yarra Yarra Creek. And over in the distance, past that peak, that's Martagy. Up there on top of the hill. Amazing, eh? Looks like somebody's had a camp here too. Just round the corner from Martagy. Pottery. Some ornate little flowers on there. I wonder what it was. Probably some sort of bowl, I guess. Yeah. These are the old Martagy sheep yards. Maybe that's where that shearer had just come from or was going to. Over here is the old shearing shed's all collapsed. Over here, maybe the homestead on the left and shearer's quarters on the right. Not too sure. Just a quick look. I've filmed bit around here in one of my other videos. That was a meat house where you cut up the beast. Not much movement there. Martagy. These were probably all the accommodation for the shearers. Looks like it was a big shed once upon a time. This is a Yarra Creek. Yarra Creek actually doesn't run anywhere. That's interesting. We're going to stop up here and have a look for this Darren pool on the south side of this road. I wonder where this creeper come from. See a bit of it out along this creek. Well, there's no water in Darren pool on Yarra Creek, which is pretty green around here. So the grass is out in flower. That's pretty quiet. It's not pumping, of course, because the shaft's been removed. Little creek runs past this bore. Got no name, just a short creek. There's a bit of water in it. Crikey, there's a lot of water in it. And when the water's flowing, you'd have a bit of rapids here. Magical spot. This is on Milly Milly Station. It's pretty amazing. There's more water down further. This is to the west. That's looking east. There's rapids, I reckon. Just a few taddies in there. Yeah, wonder why that bore there with the windmills on hasn't got a name. Must be in a late edition. And then just around the corner going east, must be a couple hundred metres of water. Lots of caves up there in that hill. I just pulled up under the biggest tree I could find, a mulga, probably about 10 foot high. Not much shade, but the best I could find. Had a bite to eat. It's about 1:30. Now we've walked over to have a look at some of these caves here. Still got lots of friends hanging around me. Well, they don't go back too far, but they keep you out of the weather, I guess. Looks like there's been some roos nesting up here. Nice view though, breakaways all around. Looks like a bird's been roosting up here for quite some time. Looks like some sort of sap. Something small could live in there, I reckon. A tunnel. It's about 15 foot long, about 4 foot high. It's a good view up top of this hill. There's a little bit of asbestos in a little bit of a creek there. I wonder where that come from. Somebody must have had a camp up this way somewhere. Mine boggles. A little tin of distillate, and down here, you see in there, there's that little bit of asbestos. I wonder where that come from. Up this creek bed somewhere. This road's not very busy. Apart from that truck, haven't seen anybody. This is Deep Well Creek. And there's still a little bit of water in it, what it looks on the eastern side. We're not far from the actual Murchison River now. Some frogs swimming around in there. Saw them jump in the water. I think they've scooted up the far bank. There's taddies in there as well. A bit hard to see there. See one down there between the two sticks. There we go. Been good to see a frog. See what's all there. Heaps of them in there, taddies. This is about the last of the water in it here anyway. Nice red river gum growing there, a couple of them. Some dead ones too. See, I hope they all turn into frogs before the water dries up. Crikeys. Thousands of them. What sort are you, mate? One of them. Been a goanna wandering right across the road. There's Jack Hills out there. And that one there is in the middle, Nooney Hill, 481 metres above sea level. Oh, car body in the bush there. Come on, we'll go and have a look. Wow, isn't that a beauty? I used to have one just the same as that, except it was all blue. Still had the old valve radio in it, the vacuum wipers, and it cost £12.11 and 6 to licence it when it was brand new. Pretty sure it's an old FC Holden. Beautiful cars. $76,410 miles, you done? What a beauty. Looks like the donk out of it over there, or part of it. There's the number, serial number, and everything. All original. Well, we've made it. We're back at the Murchison River. It's about 10 k's to the west of Milly Milly Homestead. It's nearly 3 o'clock, so I'm going to set up camp and try and have an early night tonight. G'day viewers, Just going to wander down to the water, see what's there. I don't think there's a great deal there. All me and me mates, flies. Need a good easterly wind to blow them away. Tiny bit there. I'll just wander south a little bit, see if there's any more. Pretty dry down this neck of the woods. We'll go and have a look to the north of it. Here's the causeway, and there's a bit on the other side. That's a lot of water. And back out this way, to the west. All that would have been underwater out there. Lots of butterflies around here too. Now we camped here and we did the Kennedy Range loop, but she was pretty dry then. Not a skerrick of water anywhere. No green grass for that matter too. Yeah, the way things are going, I think it'll be pretty dry by the time I get up to the top end of it. But we'll see what happens, eh? There might be still some pools there. Another one of those maroon bushes. Butterflies love them. Probably a good thing, so to pollinate them. Haven't seen too many bees around. Seen one or two. Amazing what a bit of green feed does. Beautiful time of the night. Just as the sun sets, you get that haze around to the east. Not to mention most of the flies go to bed. Unfortunately, that's a dead bogeyne moth. I haven't seen one of them since I was a kid. Seen plenty of cocoons sticking out of the ground, but I've never seen a live one. Come in here, hang around my legs and then kamikazes into the fire. What a shame.